Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, home to the Liberty Flames, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this clash and filling up this stadium quickly. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bulls will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Liberty's offense will start this game off. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. The play action fake. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Finds us back in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So the Buffalo Bulls offense will have its first possession of the game. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Agbana. Swings it out to his running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. If you consider the swing pass an extension of the running game, well, they shut down the run and the swing on that one.
No doubt. Locked him down. Great job seeing it right away. Eyes on the running back, and as soon as they threw it, multiple guys breaking on the football, getting to him, not letting him do any damage after the catch.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Turns it on in midfield. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
The Bulls moving quickly to the line. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that last completion, it's second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Looking for a man. It's Agbana. The throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
The Bulls have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? They've been aggressive? Okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Gray. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Salter. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Mosley. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And as a defense, that's why you want to avoid 3rd and short moving forward. It's really hard to defend that slant. That's a bang-bang play. The offense knows they can execute in their sleep. Defense will have to do better early in the drive moving forward.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. From the gun. Trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
The Flames decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Buffalo. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Off-play action on 1st down. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
As a play caller, you feel confident throwing this out to the perimeter against zone coverage when you have that kind of timing and chemistry. This quarterback and receiver do. You saw it on that one.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. With the catch, it's Mobley. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35.
And you see the wide receiver, he's got to push upfield, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
Part of the backfield, it's Copeland.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And the Flames will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. The option look. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw and he needs a bunch. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Is now 3rd and goal.
They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Snow. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Agbana. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You see these windows, they're getting smaller and smaller to throw into. Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a hand in there, knocking that ball away.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's McMillan. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
There's so many of these read plays with quarterbacks because they're so smart and they're so athletic now. He makes the correct read, the correct decision, goes and gets the first down, new set of downs. Great job by the quarterback.
And the Bulls are on the move. Grabbed on the outside, it's McMillan. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Who says in the RPO pass game?
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Back to throw, it's Agbana. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Give to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
On second down, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Salter. He's right on target. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Makes the grab, it's Copeland. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
From the gun. Give on the inside. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Salter. Finds the tight end. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
He wants to throw. Wiggles free. Now improvising. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
We've seen throughout this drive success for the offense when they've been running the quarterback. Finally, though, the defense got it right. Everybody played their assignment. They honed in on them, and they got a big stop.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Agbana. Quarterback adapting. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
A nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day so far there today in Lynchburg. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
The Flames will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Scott. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to run for it. Shows him the stiff arm. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
The Bulls are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Agbana. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes his connection.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, he'll take that completion.
Line getting set on second down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's McMillan. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, the inside give. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. They're trying to get to it. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And the try is no good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. That 55-yard field goal attempt went awry, and now to make matters worse, they'll give it up 1st and 10 at the 38. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Wants to throw. It's Salter. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he dropped it! That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
and you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Handoff from the shotgun. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And the Flames trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to slam it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
1-yard line. He's now 2nd and goal.
They've had to settle for a couple of field goals on 3 previous red zone trips. They'd love to get it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Liberty!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Pushes ahead. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Oh, he wants it all. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
This has been a tight one. 3rd quarter, all tied up. Is now 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
The Bulls will send out the punt unit. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Flames line up to punt it away. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. 1st down.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him on in the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Agbada. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
So frustrating as a defense because you got the offense in 3rd down. You're in a situation now where you can get off the field if somebody just makes a play, but you let the quarterback escape, and then beyond all that, you can't even get a good hit on him because he slides to protect himself.
They'll go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the target. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. Had the coverage they wanted, receiver ran on the route, just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
And the Bulls send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Got it behind the line. It's Copeland. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Skips away from pressure. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Of 10. Now, 4th down.
And the Flames will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to throw. It's Agbana. It's complete on the right side. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the 1st down.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Snow. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Henderson. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide out in motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Well, on 3rd down, they go to the running back screen. They're able to get a couple of yards, but not enough for the 1st. What do they do?
The Bulls will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the ground game. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Salter. Got rid of it just in time.
Is incomplete. Now, a 4th down.
The Flames will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's McMillan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Using his legs, it's Henderson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Right back to the well. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. To the air, it's Agbana. Firing to the right, complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
We're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game. He's playing his best football right now.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Might as well give it to him again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Around the end, it's Henderson. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
No good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The offense set for a 1st down play. He leaves it with his back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They're getting this guy lathered up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Using his legs to buy some time. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his man. It's Copeland. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you? Man, you find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude, keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And how frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Salter. Getting some heat. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Flames. They jump on top here in OT.
Number 8 with the catch in the end zone.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Trying to find his man on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Bulls have pushed it inside the 20. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
See what they dial up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes the pass. Oh, and it's intercepted. A turnover in overtime. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.